guys, it's Janet Wakeland with RemarkablyCreated.com. In today's One Take Wonder video, we are going to take a look at a new accessory from Stampin' Up! Called White Perfect Accents. These wonderful little raised dots that are self-adhesive are easily altered to add some fun to your projects. One of the things with these White Perfect Accents and the other video that I'm going to do for you on our natural elements is storage, and one of the ways that I like to store them are in our clear stamp cases. The flatter ones, like your epoxy accents or your White Perfect Accents, can go in our clear mount cases, and I just use a labeler, my P2 Touch labeler, to add a name right to the side here. You can see that this one says epoxy accents. I have another one that says White Perfect Accents. I found that the little wooden elements work better in our whiter one, and again, just wooden elements, and then I'm able to either just stack them on a bookcase, or I have a DVD movie holder, so these sit in those slots, but it just makes it nice, and I like that the cases are clear, because in addition to the name, then I can look right into the case to see what they are. So let's go ahead and let's play with our White Perfect Accents. First, one of the things that I absolutely love are Sharpie markers. I just think that Sharpie markers are absolutely amazing. And I can already tell that I didn't think this quite through, so let's get rid of this. There we go. And I like to work with the accents right while they are on the acetate sheet they adhere to. And the Sharpie markers just allow you to color. You can just come right in here, and you can just color right on them with the Sharpie, and there are so many colors of Sharpies. Some of my favorite Sharpies are actually the metallic ones that are out there. This is a nice silver one, and again, I like to color right while they're on there, and then I can just simply take, when I'm ready to work with them, I can take my little paper piercing tool and lift them up and then place them, get up under it, there we go, and then place them where I want them to be. Sometimes we want to work with Stampin' Up! Color, and our markers aren't permanent, and what I have found that I can do is I can go ahead and I can color them, and I can then take just a little bit of Crystal Effects and coat them, and you want to be careful that you don't smear it around too much, because it will water it down a little bit, but it still gives you a nice kind of marbled effect, is to add that Crystal Effects, but now you've got your Stampin' Up! Color underneath of it, so that's an option. Something else that's fun to do is to take your two-way glue pen and just to completely coat it with glue. Let's coat this little one here. And then to take your glitter, and this one is our Dazzling Diamonds. And so now we can have little sparkly buttons just by using that. Let me show you in a little bit brighter one. Let's look at our silver glitter. Let's just take that. But just kind of another little variation to it. So you've got nice silver glitter buttons now, just by adding the two-way glue and glitter. And then something else that's fun to do with them is to simply add a little dot to them, just like that. And I'll show you why. Let me show you a couple of samples made with these, and I know we'll be coming up with more. So on this card here, our Happy Birthday, I used the stamp set that coordinates with the tin of cards and our Watermelon Wonder, and I was able to coordinate the colors. This is coated then with Crystal Effects to go with that. On the sweet card here, our little Sublime, Your Sublime stamp set, I used our silver marker to create the little windows on our sub because I wanted to tie into the smoky slate and the gray circle that I put on it. And then this is why you need those little dots. Look at those little googly eyes. So those are our white accents with that tiny little black dot. And so now I'm able to make little cute eyes. There's our Have a Snappy Day and are Totally Awesome. And those are two more stamps in the Your Sublime stamp set. So have fun with these. I'm anxious to see what kind of other ideas you have for altering our White Perfect Accents. One last suggestion, and let's see. It was one that somebody had just submitted, but let's see if it works. Let's see what this idea is going to look like. Let's just borrow a black piece of paper for just a second. So there's one. because they are in three different sizes. And let's just see if it's going to work, because it'll be really fun. There's 2. Oops. And of course you're going to use them to raise up your ice cream cones and centers of flowers. Just a little circles, add some of that to it. Okay. But they mentioned a snowman out of them and stacking them together to make that cute little snowman. And yep, I can see where that's going to work. You put a cute little hat on him, so you'll have a cute little snowman with him. So again, I'd love to see your other clever ideas with these, and I look forward to creating more samples using them so that you're inspired to work with them. And these are, again, are our white perfect accents. Thanks, guys.